Delco Restoration and Hack. Actually, what we're doing here on this first part is stripping and repairing the finish and waxing at the end. You just saw the old time radio I bought while riding the neighborhood and saw a garage sale. Got it for 20 bucks. Sat around the house for about a year, and then well, got kind of inspired and looked up on YouTube on how to restore old furniture. You can see that I bought some different materials, and the material cost so far added. I'm over $100 in this project, but a lot of the material that I did buy, I could do 4 or 5 more pieces, so I should divide that number by 5. So into it about 40 to the point where we might restore the innards, or hack a Bluetooth in there. Um, in the still pictures here, you can see the first level of the process of stripping the paint and then um, getting it ready for its finish. Now we're moving into the refinishing, restore finish, recommended by the hardware store guys. It really is a real good product, and you can check them out on Amazon. There's a link below if you want to see that. Um, I recommend the product because it really makes it easy. This that can right there, even though it's 10 bucks, I can do 4 other small jobs like this. So it's a good value. Just follow instructions. You might want a piece of steel wool and cloths to do the project there. Anyway, take a watch, see what goes on. Pretty self-explanatory. The hardest part of this project, or the finishing of it, was some water stains on the top, which may have actually made the people who originally uh, painted it paint it because of that water stain. It doesn't completely disappear, but it's kind of hard to see. If you're not looking for it, it's not going to bother you. I'm looking for it, so it still bothers me. We may find out how to do that better. But basically, you put the restore finish on. Simply follow instructions. You wipe it off with the blonde wood that you can see there. You want to wipe that off real fast. You don't want that picking up too much color. I forgot to put on my gloves. Invest in some gloves. It's like 11 bucks a box. You'll have them around for a little while. But doing any project like this, it really pays off. Just going one more time, trying to get that stain again. And then I'm going to try a slightly different technique where they say use a stripper type of agent, and it may soak into the wood little bit better. And you're going to see that in just a second. Just add a little splash to the tub I've got there, and you can see that it didn't make that much of a difference. It's a good technique to try when you're breaking through a finish. I'd actually removed all of the finish with a stripper. During the stripping process, I had the stripper pull a bit on the lower edges, as you can see. And, well, you can see it stripped off too much of the finish, and the Restorer finish does a fantastic job in that area. And it really shines as far as helping it bring back that particular area. You can see right there. And I'm going to do the front in just a second as well. There we go. Disappeared. And you can see it right there and there. And, well, you don't have to listen to me talk about that. You can see the results. It'll be done in just a minute. Now moving on to the waxing. And this is really kind of cool. Uh, the maker of the Restore Finish doesn't recommend using a polyurethane finishing, which is a tough finish. They recommend wax. So I bought the product, the companion product. It works nicely. It gives it a nice luster. I don't know. There's enough around the house that now I guess I can wax it up every once in a while. But you put it on, wipe it down, and then let it rest for 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, you can go back and buff it up. You're going to see the results of that in just a minute. Now I'm doing a final buff by hand, and it's really got a nice luster to it. It's looking really good. I even put some wax on the back, on the cover for the back, that I saved the label on. You could notice that. You see, it looks really beautiful. There's a slight color change to the grill, but it looks fine. And there we go. We're doing that in between, and then um, what we've got to consider here is what we're going to do with the interior with the electronics. Originally, I was thinking of converting it to Bluetooth. I feel that it would be a much more useful device to people. Other than that, you got a radio that's going to just be AM, FM, and people turn it on once a year. If it's a streaming device, it can become part of the environment and will be used frequently from people's phones and stuff. There you can see the top. You can slightly see that water stain. It's almost fully gone now. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Could I have done it any better? Maybe. Um, but we wanted to get this video out. All right. So watch for the next video where we hack in a Bluetooth speaker or restore the electronics. Thanks for watching. Take just a second to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. See you next time.